Grand rising, grand evening, whatever time it is for you. If you have not watched my last video about the Dark Triad collective download that I received, I suggest you go watch that one, or you might get a little bit lost in the sauce with the first segment of this message. The Dark Triad has been weaponizing anti-potential energy in order to obstruct the free will of others and harmfully manifest things into the lives of others in order for them to gain off of the harm that they are enacting on others. So once they do awaken to the pattern that everything that they're sending out and all of the intentions that they have towards others are staying within their energetic fields and manifesting in their own experience, they are going to be met with an opportunity, a last call of sorts. I know in my last video I stated they will be forced to go within. I want to expound on that a little bit because it's a bit more nuanced than that. It's more like a last call for them to it is grace, it is God, it is Source offering grace as a last call to consciously choose to go within, in order for them to have an opportunity to raise their vibration and be a frequential match to Gaia's new energetic frequency. Those who have like completely sold their souls, those who are, have been kind of operating in the dark for a really long time and have, engaged in, ritualistic practices, that really dark, lower vibrational energy, those who have sold their connection to Source, well, those guys are essentially bots, and they'll probably more than likely continue to send out negative energy and intention and action towards the lives of others, which will continue to manifest into their own lives. And what that'll look like is that their own lives, their livelihoods, their health, their relationships, etc., will receive whatever the intention that they are impulsively continuing to send out towards others, which will lead to them exiting this human experience and this earth plane because their energetic vibration will be way too low to exist on this plane, and they will not be a frequential match to Gaia's new energetic frequency. This is all happening as a karmic rebalancing and redistribution of energy. So what belongs to you, the energy that belongs to you, the energy that belongs to each fractal will stay with each fractal. So those who are unable to reconnect to Source and raise their vibration will either, there's no easy way for me to say this. You are going to start to see a lot of individuals who have sold their soul and therefore thwarted their ability to reconnect to Source, to reconnect to life energy. Those who have become so dependent and accustomed on harvesting, manipulating, and utilizing the energies of others that they no longer have an access point or the ability to reconnect with Source. When that happens, when they realize that the same manipulation tactics, the same dark practices, the same energetic work that used to work in order for them to breach universal law and affect other people's free will in order to harvest and gain off of that pain, off of that suffering, once they realize that it is manifesting in their lives, and they, if they are a Dark Triad collective individual that cannot go within and does not have the option of raising their vibrational frequency to match Gaia's new energetic frequency, you're going to see a lot of unalivings. You're going to see a lot of individuals that fall victim to natural disasters and mysterious and sudden exits. We are entering a stage where your intention and what you send out is only and can only be for your conscious creation of your own reality. And it will manifest into your own experience. We are entering a stage where you no longer can energetically affect someone else's life, their free will, the trajectory of their path, their purpose, what they can and cannot do, who they can and cannot be. We are entering a stage where that will no longer be an option. So things are about to get really interesting. I'm here for it. The only way out of being bonded to lack in this lower vibrational state is by going within. That the only way out is in. And that's going to become really, really evident to the Dark Triad Collective, who are still operating and firmly rooted in these lower vibrational frequencies. So this will be the last call, a chance for this collective to choose life, to choose truth, to choose themselves ultimately, because that really is the choice. Choose themselves. And so that's what it's really going to boil down to. There are people who say, like, oh, we can't have peace on earth because evil will always exist. You know, pain and hurt and destruction and chaos. They'll always exist. And while that's not wrong, you know, these lower vibrational energies, these darker energies will always exist, but people often forget that anything that you look at, the moment that you look at something, the moment that you become consciously aware of something is the moment that that thing that you are observing, it changes, it alchemizes, it evolves, it changes. When you observe something, once you become consciously aware of something, the expression of that energy changes. And so I know from my own path, my own experience, that in order for me to grow, to ascend to the heights that I have on my path, I've had to reach and touch down to the deepest depths of, you know, I was born into the belly of the beast. So I have seen and lived in the dark. And it is as above, so below. It is due to seeing and sitting in and being surrounded by and engulfed in the darkest depths of that lower vibration that I am able to reach to go in the opposite direction. And when you become consciously aware of your shadows, of, you know, these energies that have these negative connotations, they alchemize and they express in a way that isn't harmful to others and isn't harmful to yourself. So I believe that each fractal reaching peace within themselves, that is how you create world peace. And I believe that by people's shadows, their wounds, and their limiting beliefs becoming consciously aware of them, they're going to alchemize. That it gives people the opportunity to alchemize that energy into something that works for them and works for others and doesn't harm. And that's how we get world peace. And those who don't believe aren't going to make it happen. But anyways, I'm sending y'all so much love to the universe and beyond. Bye.